What's up, everybody? Happy Thursday to you. We're almost at the end of the week. I am not going to stay on very long, but the aftermath of the election has been very interesting to say the least. And I kind of wanted to talk about some things that came up yesterday that kind of piqued my interest. And I was like, these are interesting statements. So obviously, the Democratic machine, they are coping with obviously the loss of Kamala Harris, and they're all trying to figure out what went wrong. Like, we had all of this money. How did we lose? Right? And so I was looking at a blog yesterday, and I think it was from Black Conservative Perspective, and he had some CNN correspondents on, and they were talking about the campaign, and they were trying to figure out what went wrong. And then they got to this one guy who talks about the Harris camp. And he says something to the effect of, how do you raise $1 billion, $1 billion, and still lose? And I thought that that was a very interesting statement. I'm like, wow, Kamala Harris raised $1 billion. I don't even think Trump raised that much for his campaign, and she still lost. And apparently now everybody's playing the blame game. And, there's some of her staffers, people from the Democratic camp, they're coming out and they're kind of just expressing their disgust. And so let me move this out the way for a second. And one guy, and shout out to Melanie King for posting this particular blog, because she actually did follow up on that statement because it was a very interesting statement. He says Kamala Harris's campaign ended with at least $20 million in debt, per two sources familiar. Harris raised, and I'm going to say allegedly because this is two sources that supposedly are familiar with her campaign. It says Harris raised over $1 billion and had 118 million in the bank as of October 16th. What's going on, everybody? You said I'm goofy as sin. Well, get your ass off my page then. Block. It's easy. Get your ass gone. All right, here it is. So we have to block that person. He's out of here, and that will happen to anybody that want to come up in here with their passionate ignorance, because nobody cares about your feelings. All right, so this is a post that some guy named Christopher, I think Catalogo, he posted this on X yesterday. He got about 2 million views on this, right? And then somebody named Matthew Boyle turned around and said, remember before election when blank was flagging the very strange financial activities? I think KDORUSA was flagging the very strange financial activities and check writing of the Kamala Harris campaign. Turns out Kamala went broke in the final days. That's why Kalan nailed it, right? So he's responding to this Christopher, I think it's Calago, right? So here we go. This guy, Matt Boyle, had a few more things to say. So, okay, he goes, okay, so this is just very explosive. A Kamala campaign staffer who saw 3 posts called me just now and said there is a massive scandal here worthy of an audit. Okay. The 20 million debt thing is real, according to this source that reached out to Matt Boyle. Rob Flaherty, this staffer said, is currently shopping around the Kamala fundraising email list to anyone who wants it to try to raise the money back. Now, why are they trying to raise this money back? This includes other campaigns, outside groups. So I don't understand. They're gathering an email list and they're going to attempt to raise the campaign funds that were donated to Kamala Harris, back. Okay. Flaherty is the deputy campaign manager and reports to Jen O'Malley Dillon. Jen blew through $1 billion in a few months, and it was all Jen's idea to do all the concerts, right? And I kind of figure, the Democrats were just dishing out money to folks during this Kamala Harris campaign because they were just doing a lot of extra. Kamala campaign advisor told this guy, Mac Boyle. So this is all coming from the Kamala Harris camp, right? And obviously, I've been looking at posts talking about how Kamala Harris staffers, they're devastated, right? They're just, in their feelings about this loss, right? And I think in that devastation, people feel compelled to sing like canaries and leak all kinds of insider information. It's like, hey, we lost. There's nothing to lose now, right? So apparently, this guy is accusing this deputy campaign manager of blowing all the campaign funds on the concert. This source added that O'Malley Dillon did these concerts like Katy Perry, Lizzo, Eminem, Bruce Springsteen, etc., at the expense of prioritizing and spending money on social media and other campaign priorities. So apparently, this person is not happy with the way that Kamala Harris, campaign deputy manager, decided to spend the campaign's fund. Apparently, a group in Georgia had a layoff. They had to lay off 100 people because they couldn't pay them. How the hell you raise $1 billion for your campaign and you can't pay your people? What the hell? Like, and this is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? See, this stuff is coming out just about her financial management of her campaign, the direction. I don't know if she was able to give directions or what, but how the hell you gonna manage the finances of this nation? You want us to believe in your economic policies, and you can't even keep track of $1 billion of campaign funds. Come on, this don't make no damn sense. It's unclear at this time if the campaign paid the talent to perform, but the cost of production for the events was immense. So to get all those celebrities to come out, and I'm pretty sure they paid them. I'm pretty sure that they paid them. I mean, you think about it again, if they're paying bloggers, just bloggers, very influential streamers and bloggers who have big, followings, right? If they were paying them up to 10K a post, right? Imagine what they were paying these celebrities to come out there and show up for Kamala. They were probably getting in the millions. Like, a Cardi B, a Beyonce. I do not believe that Beyonce believed in Kamala Harris that much that she did that political thing for free. I don't believe Cardi B. I don't believe that any of those celebrities, Bruce Springsteen, he doesn't even look like the kind of guy that would do anything for free. So it says, what's more, this Kamala campaign staffer said several people who were working for the Kamala Harris for President campaign are still awaiting several overdue payments they were promised for their work, i.e., they didn't pay their staff. And this is what a Kamala Harris staffer said to him. Okay, people didn't like working with her. Many people on the campaign felt like we lost because Kamala wasn't allowed to run her campaign. Again, remember when I was talking about, I was reiterating, people were telling me I was mean and all this stuff because I said she was a puppet, and everybody kept saying she was a puppet, right? And that's because she was literally being puppeted. The staffers are saying Kamala had zero control over her campaign. She was being puppeted by whoever was her masters. And she just had to put on them damn earrings and do exactly what they told her to do. It says they were running Joe Biden's campaign instead of Kamala's campaign. Obnoxious and very much gatekeeper and interfering with the vice president's people who were trying to do their job. So, again, I feel like Kamala Harris might have been set up to fail. It said this guy, Matt Boyle, is calling for an audit of the Kamala Harris finances from top to bottom, donors and supporters of hers, because he feels like they must be furious. I mean, and again, this is, I don't know why the Democrats are turning on each other. And, I guess the blame game is being played very, very strong, that her staffers are being sore losers, and they're coming out and saying, hey, we weren't paid. There was possibly, some misappropriation of these finance funds, $1 billion. And according to this, the campaign went broke in the last couple of days. That is insane to me. You said, she said, Sam, you said she would have failed anyways, but that sounds like no. And you know what this reveals to me? That we are in an age, because I would hear people say all the time, you know, the more money, the candidate that raises the most money is the one that typically wins, right? Well, in this situation, and I would love to know what Trump raised in total, but Kamala Harris raised over $1 billion. She had way more money than he did that she raised, and she lost. And again, even her staffers are saying, how do you raise $1 billion and still lose? But on the flip side, this staffer is actually telling dude why that happened. He said people didn't like working with her. It wasn't Kamala Harris they didn't like working for. They didn't like working for the chick that was puppeting her. This what's her name? Again, the Dylan chick, right? They didn't like working with her deputy campaign manager. She was puppeting, she was gatekeeping, right? They were being obnoxious to the people that were working there, right? So we know why Kamala Harris's campaign ultimately failed, because she had a lot of gatekeepers personally, they were trying to, I believe they were trying to set her up to fail. Nothing about Kamala Harris's campaign really spelled I'm going to win. Because look at all the outlets she was going on. Look at all the people that she was trying to align with. It's like, if you got a rumor about Willie Brown and about how you had your humble beginnings, stop bringing whores to co-sign you being president, right? It doesn't make any sense. She pulled out all the rap whores, all of the rap whores, all of them. And she still didn't get the love that she needed to win that election. So it's insane to me. So let me know what you guys think. There's been a lot of people just spazzing the hell out, and just they're coming up with all these like I don't know, like anecdotal reasons why Kamala Harris um lost the election. And
I'll keep it quick and succinct for
here's
you.
another one.
So here is what I have to say.
And mind you, this is a white woman liberal, and that's not to be racist, but they think special.
People clutched on to their YT fragility.
So people who voted for Trump, no matter if you were Hispanic and non-white, you were holding on to your whitey fragility. That's why you didn't vote for Kamala.
I think to see a highly educated Black woman was really challenging, and we see that with the rhetoric.
Nobody even focused on Kamala Harris' education, because they really didn't see a whole lot on the table to show us that the institutions that she graduated from actually did her a good service. All right? I mean, this is not, I don't understand what these people think is highly educated. I really don't. If you can't execute, you just sat down and heard somebody say some stuff to you, got a piece of paper as a badge of honor, but you don't know shit.
in terms of she's word salad, she's not educated,
she was word salad. I mean, you ask her about the economy, and she's just like, inflation is high. It's high as the stars in the sky. And please stop asking me why. Like on some weird Shakespearean shit. It's like, what are you talking about? Just answer the question. What did you do to cause the inflation? She'll do some crazy shit like that, and she kept doing it. Every question somebody asked her, she acted like she was caught off guard, and then she just started fumbling with the words. It's like some weird.
All of that is really just designed to denigrate Black women, especially highly educated Black women. And I just think it really comes out of that unconscious bias and confirmation bias. I think a lot of white tea people, for whatever reason, they just refuse to see that racism.
And a lot of white tea people, it's like, why are you talking like you're not white? Why are you talking like you're not white, lady? Like, why are you disassociating yourself from this idea of whiteness? You white, you talking about your cousins. Why are you talking about your cousins?
Racism
Why are you
exists,
talking about
that
your dad and
misogyny
your mom
exists,
and all those
and they want to
people that
clutch
are
onto
white
that
just like
emotional
you?
comfort. And unfortunately, is going to be their downfall, I believe. So that's all I have to say.
Well, I will say that
This is
look,
Don
it's
Lemon.
always always looking for other excuses as well. That it's something.
These people are insane. They're double talking demons. This is what I tell people. These liberals are double talking demons because they will literally put their shit on other people. Like, listen to Don Lemon. He's literally about to put the liberal shit on other people.
And yes, you are right in that. That was a big part of it. I don't believe it was all of it, but we live in a very racist and sexist society. That's God's honest truth. Okay?
Yeah.
And I also think there's an
Okay, and this is Anna. She's flipping out too because she was like, look, you guys continue to call, white people racist. You set up these narratives about white people. You set up these weird ass trainings across corporations trying to reveal whatever idea of white fragility that you think that ideas of white people and again, here we go with all these white people leading the charge on it, and the first thing they were like, I'm not white, I'm Jewish. It's like, okay, what's your ethnic background? Tell me your ancestry. Well, my people are German and Polish. Okay, you're a convert. You're white. You're European. You are European, okay? So let's separate these ideas real quick, okay? And this is the weird thing. You have these people leading these charges on these ideas of hate. Guys, is something that's supposed to be helpful, right? And this is what they were doing in 2020. They had this crap infiltrated in corporations, making people feel really uncomfortable for no damn reason because they're the actual racists. But again, they're trying to narrate white Americans. That was what they were on in 2020, 2021. It was about the white man. White man bad, white Americans, white man, you hire people on these mainstream media outlets, these black people, right, to just go in dogging white people, right? And then in the same tone, your contradictory ass will expect for them to want to vote for you. Like, make it make sense. You out here dogging these people for years, and then you want to blame them for being racist because they don't want to vote for your candidate that was probably on the bandwagon of talking about white people this, white people that. And half of these people in the Democratic Party, especially the black ones, are sitting up there with white ass wives and husbands. Like, how in the hell do you fix your lips to be married to a whole white person and be talking about white racism and white this and white that? And you see this reoccurringly with the Democrats. They will have these black buck dancing people, and then you look at their mate, and it's like a white person. And it's like, if I was your white husband and you talking about how dangerous white men are and white man this, I would never sleep with both of my eyes closed because you sound irrational. I don't know what the hell your ass would really do to me, right? Because you talking about white man this, white man that, and you married to a whole damn white man. Pick a struggle, ma'am. Pick a damn struggle. So then I don't know if you guys, shout out to Sky News, but They have a segment called Lefties Losing It, right? And they're just going all in. You said do some research. I have done some research, honey. It's called Living Life. You do some research called Get Out of Your Damn Bubble.
Women. The abortion problem here is this, Rita. You had the Democrats running on a made up problem, which is that there was going to be a national abortion ban, which Donald Trump very clearly said he would veto because he believes in the right to an abortion.
Let's go to the lefties losing it. I want to hear them, the passionately ignorant.
Here's why you haven't been.
Hang on. You know, these people, it's insane what the Democrats have propagandized their people to believe.
Intellectuals. Of course not, because dictatorship won.
Leftism and TDS can leave the sufferer delirious, delusional.
Shout out to Sky.
A bigot and a narcissist. Even the Germans tried to warn us, but you didn't listen.
You guys
didn't
are
listen to the
Germans.
historians,
A lot of
the
you guys are
psychologists,
Germans.
the educators,
You're
and the
Polish.
intellectuals. Of course not, because dictatorship 101 is to convince you to distrust the media, the educated, and to create an
No, they've done a really good job of not needing a dictator to have people not trust the media. Right? They earned that. We didn't need no dictator. We didn't need Trump. Even before Trump, people did not trust the media. I think it got a little bit more with Trump because we saw how much they could lie and exaggerate a whole bunch of crap. So now we really don't trust them.
an us versus them mentality.
Blame yourself.
Always the
Be
dimmest
accountable.
folk who
Be
marry back.
accountable. These people.
The next president of the United States.
Yeah, and then you got Whoopi, all these people talking about Trump was going to lose, looking silly as hell.
Oh, JD Vance, you just stepped up in a way that I've never seen in my
JD
political life,
Vance,
and I
you
worked
just-
with Sarah Palin.
I would say take Harris over 270 elections.
Or these Democrats
Sonny
probably
Hostin.
freaking out.
And actually voting more for him.
Those awful exit Kamala.
Children's future, especially my daughter, who now has less rights than I have. And I remember my father telling me many, many years ago that I was the first person in his family to enjoy full civil rights.
Stop. Sonny Hostin said that her father told her that she was the first person in his generation to enjoy full civil rights. She's 56 years old. So if we are going to take Sonny Hostin at her word, then Americans, at least Black Americans, have been enjoying full civil rights for at least as long as Sonny has been alive, which is 56 years. What the hell are these people talking about? We are not all free. What are they still fighting for, right? These people are absurd.
And now I have less civil rights than I had when he told me that.
How? How? What civil rights are being taken away from these people? Sonny, you're 56, so I know ain't no eggs flowing from your ass to get pregnant or have an abortion. So what are you talking about? Like, I mean, and these people act like we never experienced a Trump presidency before. Like, these people act like we've never experienced one before. It's insane to me.
Well, it would help if we could regulate social media so a Democrat never loses again.
Well, it would help if we could regulate social media because one of the biggest offenders is.
You guys already did that, right? We like Biden's laptop was suppressed to help Joe Biden win, or whatever they were doing with the election. They suppressed that to help Joe Biden out, so that his family wouldn't be shamed because of his rogue ass son.
DC and Congress have not been able to do one thing in regard to the rogue corporations of social media.
See, this is how you know they want totalitarianism. This is how you know they want corporatism, because they truly believe that the government should be telling these private corporations what they should be doing. And in turn, we see a lot of these private corporations complied. So they're just little punks to the system too. So corporatism is really a big problem in America. And we see these media pundits, right? They are literally telling us what they want.
With Elon Musk now in the administration.
They had to MSN base.
So this is insane. Here's Oompa Loompa, like Oompa Loompa. This is what's her name? Joy Reid. I swear this chick looked like she should be a villain in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
In Florida, and that kind of extreme, sort of extremist, right-wing, fascist type government in Florida, does that make it a more attractive place?
Oh dear. And if you're in
These people, why they keep talking about fascism and, you know,
I have rights tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm scared to go to sleep. I might wake up on my
she said she might wake up a mother effing slave. She's scared to go to sleep. This is what the Democratic Party has done to their base. This mental illness is unacceptable. This mental illness is unacceptable. This is what the Democrats have done to their people, have lied and deceived these people. Got this post sister thinking that tomorrow she can't even take her ass to sleep because they got her believing that she's gonna wake up a slave.
Anyone else having a meltdown? I don't know how to do this. Right now, I'm just not. I can't deal with this right now. I am 48 years old and I have never experienced anything like this and never thought I would in this country.
Jesus Christ. Jesus. Jesus. This is what the Democrats have done to their base.
I'm so stressed.
This poor thing, she crying her ass off thinking she about to wake up a slave. Like, don't you even know about the peaceful transition? I mean, you still free in your mind until at least Trump get in. So, you know, sleep easy, sis. You know, sleep easy.
Handle this.
Oh, I'm so sad.
These people are maniacs. This is sad. The white guys for Kamala, they looking fruity as hell. I knew that was just a psyop gay group of white guys that tried to make themselves look straight.
People that mobilize to protect one another in times of fascism and authoritarianism. And this is the era that we are poised to enter.
Lord have mercy. These people. Whoa. You guys, this is some crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Kamala Harris, I'd be curious. Like, honestly, I would like a breakdown of $1 billion. Because they literally just dropped Kamala Harris on us. She raised $1 billion just damn near overnight. And you still freaking lost. Like, Cardi B did not help your ass. Lizzo did not help you. Bruce Springsteen didn't help you. J-Lo didn't help you. All the rap girl whores didn't help you. Right? And even still, I'm like, how much Beyonce didn't help you? Obama did. Like, how much was Obama, like Barack and Michelle paid to support Kamala? Like, how much were these people paid? But let's go back to Melanie for a second. Melanie King
wasn't allowed to run her campaign gatekeeper and where shake her up, and you're going to get out some Democrat platitude no matter what question you ask. It reported that MAGA Inc. had discovered something very fishy going on with Kamala HQ's media buying in the home stretch of the campaign. In order to pay her tab at a station in Tennessee, she had to cut several different checks on the same day. More evidence of the cash flow issues. Did she blow?
So this is going to be interesting to see what happened to that $1 billion. I mean, that's pretty historical. Where the hell does $1 billion go that damn fast? I mean, when did Kamala Harris get in the race? Like, when did they announce her as the nominee? Wasn't that just months ago? You blow $1 billion in just a couple of months? Good job, America. It looks like you guys made the right selection, right? We can't even trust that. They asked us with $1 billion. Like, what the hell happened? We need receipts. We need effing receipts, Kamala Harris. They need receipts. I mean, I can imagine and I can imagine those who
In today's video
donated.
is breaking news for you.
I know. You're talking about the interest rates, my dude. Yeah. They need to do an audit. There needs to be an audit of those campaign funds because I don't get it. And to her staffer's point, that was a crap ton of money to just lose like that. Like, I mean, you had $1 billion and Donald J. Trump still swept and mopped your ass all across America. Just sweeping her ass all on election night. And she had $1 billion. That is insane. That is insane. $1 billion. She raised $1 billion for her campaign. And when did they call her? When was Kamala Harris actually announced as the nominee? What month was that? Around what time was that? So this is August 5th. August 5th? Is that when they announced her? Was it July? Yeah, July, August, right? So let's give her July. Let's give her July. Okay, August, September, October, November. 4 effing months. 4 effing months, and your campaign spent $1 billion because according to these reports, the campaign was going in debt towards the very end. What the hell happened to that money? Like, I mean, I'm trying to think. What can I see they spent? They had a crap ton of political ads, but that's pretty typical. You still ain't touching $1 billion of political ads. All those concerts, like, I'd be wondering, like, were those free concerts? Were they free concerts? Did anybody have to pay for any of the Kamala Harris rallies when it was including somebody? That is insane, you guys. I think we made the right decision this time because, I mean, damn. And they got all these checks towards the end of the campaign. They couldn't even pay bills. They had to piecemeal different checks. What's that about? Would you say if you sent $1 per second, it would take 33 years? Bro, I mean, that is insane. I'm nuts. She's nuts. She the one that blew $1 billion in 4 damn months. The hell? And then she's asking us to trust her with our country that's in $32 trillion of debt? Please. You said Beyonce ain't cheap. I imagine that she dropped a couple of mil for Beyonce to do that endorsement. I'm thinking about all these big time so-called A-listers, celebrities that she had support her campaign. Like, I can see her giving a Sexy Red maybe 50,000 or 100K. You know, all those little B-League female rappers, they were getting paid. But even still, that really was not the best thing to spend your campaign funds on because all of those people are very subjective to the people that you're going to have at your rally. Like, really, one thing I didn't understand is, because mostly white Democrats were at Kamala Harris's rallies, is how are they resonating with Sexy Red, you know, all these thotty girl rappers that came out talking about their vagina. I mean, listen to Flo Millie. She's like, I got one more song for you guys. In the very last song she's singing, she's talking about the dude in her vagina at a political rally. At a political rally, right? So I'm pretty sure she paid those people quite a bit. And I'm sure even Lizzo got a couple of mil. out of the deal. But even if you break down all the celebrities that she may have paid, dropping them a couple of mil here and there, I still can't reconcile $1 billion gone and $1 billion just in 4 months for a campaign. There should have been there should have been a couple of like at least tens of millions to at least close to 100 million over that, if that coming out of those funds for access for anybody else that wanted to run. That don't make any sense. J-Lo got 10 million. Really? Okay. Okay. J-Lo got 10 million. That's still not okay. Let's say she was giving all the celebrities in the budget 10 million. It's still not getting to the billion for me. I'm thinking about all the people that she had. Even if she popped them 10 mil a piece, still not getting to $1 billion in my mind. You said, don't forget they paid the crowd. Touche. I thought they manipulated the crowd, though. I thought they said, hey, Beyonce might be performing. And they were like, free Beyonce concert. And then Beyonce came up there talking for 4 minutes. But if they paid, I mean, I'm pretty sure they were paying some people to fill their crowds up, because them Trump rallies was just killing them. People actually wanted to be at the Trump rallies, but Kamala Harris's rallies look weird as hell for a couple of reasons. And it's like, you didn't even size up your audience, because clearly this is not all black people majorly at her rallies. So why she had the hoes come out to support her, I just don't know. I mean, you could have had some very soulful singers come out to support you. She could have did better, since she was doing all those, stops at the black churches. She could have did some gospel singer that was really good. But she did the hoes. It's insane. She spent money on the hoes. Crazy. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think anybody's going to dig a little bit deeper into these campaign finances? Again, I don't know. I can't say what she did with that money, but $1 billion, $1 billion. I mean, to me, it's almost like an insult to the injury that she just incurred, knowing that she raised $1 billion for her campaign and still lost. That's to me, insult to the injury of being swept all across the nation by Donald Trump. So you guys, what do you say? You said her campaign. Oh, how are you owing 20 million? Like, this is what I don't understand. They raised money to spend it. I get it, right? But what did you spend it on? You freaking lost. You not only did you get lost, you got mopped. You got mopped all across the damn country. Come on now. I understand people raise money to spend it. But how strategic are you about spending this money? Is what you spending it on giving you the ROI? It didn't give her an ROI. She lost bad. She lost really bad. Okay? Like, she was like this all over the country. Somebody just take her by the legs and just do like, this is what was going on. They was like, nope, 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 nope. Even the Democratic states. How you raising $1 billion and you flip Democratic states red? Where did the money go? Something's not right. If I was a donor to the Harris campaign, I have a crap ton of questions. Right? They're all running around perplexed as to what went wrong in her campaign. Let's start with the damn money. Let's start with them campaign finances. Let's start with how you blow $1 billion in 4 months and still lose that damn bad. Let's start with that, Democrats. Y'all wondering, talking about things gone wrong. Let's talk about how the money was spent. You guys would probably be surprised. Ain't nobody impressed with celebrities anymore. Ain't nobody about to make a political decision because some washed up celebrity came on the mic on behalf of the Democrats and put on some fake titties. Ain't that what Bruce Springsteen did? Like, do some old weird shit. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody about to vote for nobody because he did that. Come on now. People are actually smarter than that. And this is what Democrats go wrong too, is because they think everybody's stupid. They think that because they went to some Ivy League school that indoctrinated them, that they're so smart. Well, if you're so damn smart, tell us where that $1 billion went in 4 months. Tell us that. Stop running around perplexed as to how y'all lost. Y'all need to be thinking about how y'all spending money. How are you guys spending money, and why isn't it benefiting anybody? Not even your own damn candidate. That's the crazy part. They're spending all this money, and they can't even get a home run. Insane. You said you imagine they're going to sweep it under the rug and adjust tactics. Of course, they are definitely deceivers. She overspent. She overspent on a bag of garbage. She overspent on Lizzo. She overspent on Cardi B, that just really closed her campaign out on a stupid note, fumbling note. Like, I mean, seriously, Cardi B was just, they could have definitely not did that. You know what I mean? Biden did not know they lost. Biden didn't know they lost? Well, I mean, does he know a lot of things? But you guys, it's funny how the MAGA turned to the name calling like grown-ups. Like, ain't nobody calling name. We call them facts as to where they are. Like, don't be mad because we putting your shit on you, right? But it is crazy as hell. Y'all talking about name calling. We talking about $1 billion that just went bye-bye, and the whole damn person done lost. Like, you know, your feelings should be asking that too if you donated to that damn campaign. Because I'd be asking that like, damn, she raised $1 billion. Some of my money was a part of that, and she still lost that damn bad. You need to get out of your feelings and get into some cold facts, because that is reality. She spent it in the club. She probably spent it on collard greens for the world to add to world peace. That was going to be her final act, but they was like, nah, just don't bring the collard greens back out, Kamala. And Trump washed her ass all across the country like her collard greens on Christmas. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. You said in tub, you said the $1 billion is in the tub. I mean, apparently that's where she likes to keep greens anyway. So the money's in the greens is in the tub, y'all. That billion is in the tub. That's the collard greens, I believe, is a code word for these people. Like, how much collard greens do we have left, right? Check the tub, right? That's code for we blew through $1 billion and everybody got chopped off except for our winner, because she got smoked. She got mopped across the nation. And y'all, and honestly, Democrats, this is a revelation for you guys. Don't be mad at Republicans. Y'all really shouldn't be mad at Republicans. You should be mad at your candidate's camp. They raised, how much money did Trump raise? How much money did Trump raise in the 2024 election? How much money did Trump raise in the... Oh, I have a delay. Let's see. Outside spending in 2024 election shatters record fueled by $1 billion. Okay, this is too... How much money was bet on... Okay, I'm not talking about the bets. I'm talking about each candidate. All right, outside spending on 2024 federal elections has hit a record $4.5 billion. Broke ass Americans dealing with high ass inflation, and they just got money like this for elections, with more than half of the spending coming from groups that do not fully disclose the source of their funding. George Soros, you know, them folks, basically. During the 2022 election cycle, Open Secrets documents $617 million in contribution from groups. I don't really care about that. Let me just say something. This is not breaking it up by candidates. But shit, let's talk about that. 6.4 billion? And they're saying Kamala raised a billion of that. So dang. This is insane. This is really insane to me. It really is. She's basically Canadian. I don't know. She should give the money back. How's she gonna give the money back and they broke? Like, according to these people, her campaign ended in debt. So ain't no money. This guy on Twitter is saying, he's trying to collect emails and all that good jazz so that he can go through the donor list to see like who is actually, thank you. Like, he's trying to go through the donor list to see which one of these people, donated. And if they are trying to raise some money back, it's like, what are they going to do? Sue the Harris campaign? Like, I don't get it. Like, you lost, so I want my money back. It's like, I don't think it's going to be working like that. I don't think it's going to be working like that. You're just going to have to take that big old L with your candidate that raised $1 billion and still lost. She said she stole from the dumb ones. Yeah, apparently she dangled some free concerts to them and raised all that money, and we don't know what the hell happened to it. We just know that it didn't help her ass at all. It didn't help her ass at all. It didn't. I got a lot of texts too, and I'm wondering like how much do those text message campaigns cost? Maybe that's reckoned into the millions. I mean, I got an influx of political ads this season from both candidates, right? But even still, I'm thinking, is all of that, I guess that printing can add up, right? Right? So maybe she got an account for this stuff, but she still lost. And that's exactly what her campaign staffers are bitching about right now. How do you raise $1 billion and still lose? That tells you that it doesn't matter how much money you raise in these political campaigns anymore. If people believe in the ideas of a candidate, they're going to vote on them no matter how much fluff and puff y'all want to put before the people to make these people look shiny. People are not buying the shiny objects anymore. They're not buying the shiny objects at all. Don't nobody care about these damn big wealthy donors trying to get people selected in this country. And I think that's the problem with Kamala Harris. She came off as a puppet. She came off as another selection just thrown at the American people. They raised $1 billion to try to get this selection pushed through to the American people, and it didn't work. So anyways, they paid creators $50K. I know that a lot of those content creators were getting some big money. So I'm pretty sure they were spending. But the problem is, you spend a content creator $50K. If I don't follow that content creator, only a short segment of those people are actually paying attention, right? And you're talking about some of these like less informative content creators that are just coming up and I'm doing my hair today, guys, and I'm doing my eyebrows, right? And then they pop in like a Kamala Harris ad to make people scared. Ain't nobody paying attention to that. Like, I think if anything, they wanted to focus on social media, but I think that they were targeting the wrong social media folks. Really. They were trying to get with these Gen Zers and stuff, and a lot of them, I don't think that they even cared. I really don't. You said, I love Eminem. I don't like Eminem now. I mean, he seems like the liberals got him, and now he's weird. So I don't rock with Eminem. But anyways, I'm not sure what you're saying, Mason or whatever, but I mean, are you speaking like as a sore loser? Like, I don't get it. $1 billion is crazy. It is crazy. I mean, it makes you not want to donate to nobody again. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Shout out to my info warrior in the house. right? I just wanted to talk about this because I mean, it's just to me. I think that Kamala Harris getting swept all over the country by Donald Trump, that was terrible. That was terrible, right? But knowing that Kamala Harris raised $1 billion for her campaign and still lost like that, that is just insult to injury. Like, she shouldn't show her damn face ever again in politics, and nobody should be supporting any type of run from her because that was an expensive ass candidate. That was a lot of that. You took a loss. Whoever donated to Kamala Harris, whoever gave big money, because there were some big money donors that were really hoping that she would get to the finish line. These Wall Street guys, right? They were giving out big money, right? Because you were giving money off of your feelings. You weren't looking at the patterns. You weren't looking at the obvious things. You were just giving money. You literally betted on Kamala Harris because you thought that you could use the black card. And that's what they were really betting on. They were putting $1 billion that this race card was going to work. This race gender card was going to work. And they were going to be able to sell that first black female woman president. They put $1 billion on that. And they lost. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're curious about this more, check out Melanie King. I think she kind of starts putting out some receipts about this. And again, I caught the story yesterday when I was looking at CNN. And this dude was talking about, he was inside the Harris camp. He was talking to the Harris staffers. And he literally said on national TV, one of the Harris staffers told me, how do you win, or how do you raise $1 billion and still lose? And I was like, she raised $1 billion? Right? But I didn't know if that was true or if that was somebody just speaking off of their emotions. But then today when I saw Melanie King kind of reiterate it, I'm like, damn. Lord, have mercy. I'm surprised they didn't say if you didn't vote for them, you weren't black. Well, they couldn't play that card anymore. Joe Biden already saw the backlash, the blacklash from that, right? Oprah didn't even help her ass out. They had her on the star treatment. She had the celebrity treatment going on shows, doing the magazines that probably many people don't read because they're not rocking with liberal media anymore. And she still lost. So you guys have a wonderful day. I thought Kamala was going to win the popular vote. You would think that $1 billion would have at least got her that, but the billion didn't even get her that. It's for real. The $1 billion didn't even win her the popular vote. You said you're surprised that Trump won, but I'm glad Trump had a better platform. Trump had a better platform. He had a more authentic, resonating platform. And that's why Trump won. Trump was speaking on the problems that many Americans resonated with. He did a great job speaking on the points. Don't nobody care about race, gender. Didn't nobody care about Kamala Harris' mama buying a house when she was a teenager. Didn't nobody care about these stories. She's like, I'm just like you guys, right? Nobody cared about that. We wanted to see her authentically. And according to this guy, this Kamala Harris staffer is saying that they were not allowing her to be her authentic self. They were gatekeeping a lot of her, campaign staffers. So we'll see. You said the Indian lady lost. She is Indian sometimes, right? It just depends on what her audience is. So she is black sometimes, all right? She is black sometimes. Or not even black. She's Jamaican. She's immigrant Jamaican. But you guys have a wonderful day. I will catch you in the next one. We're going to keep our prayers up because, hey, I think it's going to be entertaining going towards the end of the year. I think it's going to be really interesting and entertaining. But actually, I'm hoping that we can close out the rest of the years with not a lot of craziness, and just kick off all the crazy in the beginning of the year if we just have to deal with that. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful day, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.